What's going on, everyone? We have some breaking news in regards to the Boston Celtics. They are absolutely falling apart on the seams. I mean, this has been an absolute disaster of an offseason for the Celtics. Just all the injuries, now the controversy. Ime Udoka has officially been suspended for the whole season for reports that he couldn't keep it in his pants, apparently. Allegedly. The reports that consensual relationships with the female staffer led to the suspension for the 2022-2023 NBA season. I mean, dude's engaged to Nia Long, and if you don't know who Nia Long was, go listen to some J. Cole. Go watch, some Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's just, I don't know. I don't understand the logic. You're the coach that gets paid millions and millions of dollars. You can't keep it in your pants. You can't just not do that. You got a beautiful wife at home. It's like, what more do you need? You're the head coach of the Boston Celtics, making millions and millions of dollars to be the head coach. You were just in the NBA Finals. I'm not saying that this happened during this offseason. Apparently, it was for some time. But still, nonetheless, you were given an opportunity, and you couldn't last a year. It's bizarre to me. And you're the leader. You're the one that's setting the example. You're the one that's the locker room guy that's supposed to be, leading these young men, and you're just setting a horrible example. Now, he isn't being fired. He isn't stepping down. He's not resigning or anything like that. He's going to serve his 1-year suspension, and then he'll be back. It's unfortunate for the Celtics because the Celtics are the ones that really lose. He's probably getting, divorced before he even gets married, but he'll still be fine. He's still going to make millions of dollars. He's just going to be the coach the following year. But the guys for the Boston Celtics had so much hope and promise. You make some nice little offseason moves, and Danilo Gallinari, you get Malcolm Brogdon. You look like you're really heading in a positive direction. You're ready to bounce back from your finals loss. And then, of course, Robert Williams goes down. He needs knee surgery. He's going to miss some time. And even if he does come back, he's been a real injury-prone player, liability player. You have as great as Malcolm Brogdon, I think, could be for this team. He's had an injury history. It's just, the Celtics are just in a rough spot. And look, the Laker fan of me, I love it. Good. We will not have to see you in the NBA Finals. Not that the Lakers will make it to the NBA Finals, but, if they did for whatever reason, you don't have to worry about it with the Celtics. So it's just but the basketball fan of me and just the mature adult in me is just dude, why did you have to be an idiot? You know what I mean? What more could you have wanted? It's just, I don't understand the thinking and logic. I don't understand thinking with your head downstairs rather than your head up here. This isn't the rules, you know what you're doing, you know what you shouldn't have done. Not even just from a moral standpoint, remove the moral standpoint, just from a professional, you signed a contract. You were paid millions of dollars to execute that contract, this, that, and the other. And it's you let the team down. You let your players down. You're the leader of this locker room, and you failed as a leader. And there's no way. He did this. You know what I mean? The Celtics aren't firing this guy, or not firing him, but suspending him for a year if he didn't do this. If there wasn't enough to warrant that. It's unfortunate. And then, you have Robert Williams getting hurt. You go and get Danilo Gallinari. He gets hurt. He's likely out for the season. And it's just where do the Celtics go from here? It's just, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. You know what I mean? Because the Celtics had so much hope, so much promise. And look, they're still a very good team. I wouldn't be shocked at all if they were in the NBA Finals again, even with all this drama, even with all this chaos. But it's just, that's a lot that you have to deal with all season. You don't have your head coach. You're missing 2 key players. You got to battle through that. The conversation and the talk. It's just, besides this, it's just been a crazy NBA offseason. The whole, Sauver thing with the Phoenix Suns, and now you got the Ime Udoka with this. I don't really compare the two, but I'm just saying in general. So don't be one, that's not what I'm trying to say here. I'm trying to say is that you have 2 major controversies with 2 big organizations. I just want to clarify that because some idiot's going to be in the comments like, so nonetheless, it's just, it's just been a wild offseason. You got all this stuff, all the trade drama, the Brooklyn Nets, they're like, they were on the verge of imploding, and we'll see if the Band-Aid and gum can hold the Nets together for them to go win a championship. It's disappointing. If you're the Celtics, you got to be disappointed. If you're Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, you're disappointed. You're like, this is an absolute mess. And like, you guys tried to trade us. I think the Celtics have a real risk of Jaylen Brown leaving. Because after this season, next season is the last season when Ime Udoka comes back. He might look at it as like, F this. Like, this guy's over here, can't keep it in his pants. I want to be the star. I want to be the guy. Like, I don't necessarily think he'd ask for a trade, but I wouldn't be shocked. This season's going to be very telling. This season doesn't go very well for the Boston Celtics. I could see a lot of big changes. Brad Stevens going to really have to make some moves, but it's just disappointing. You're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to be a leader. You're supposed to be the guy. Like I said, however you feel about the moral obligation, at the end of the day, it's like he was the leader of this team. He is the one that's supposed to set the example. He is the one that is supposed to give these young men direction. And he failed. He failed at that. Like, that's not what you do in this position. You're getting paid more money than any of us could ever dream of. Most of us will probably never see that amount of money in our lifetime, in our children's lifetime. And, and it's not even just about the money. It's not even about the money, period, but it's what the entire package is. You're the coach of the storied franchise in the Boston Celtics. You knew what you signed up for. You know that you shouldn't be messing around with some girl, at your job. Every job, like whether you work at, McDonald's or you're the head coach of an organization, it's always the same. No fraternizing, no, relationships between coworkers. Like, it's like if you've ever had a job in your life, you know the difference. You know what's going on. It's just crazy to me. But anyway, however you feel about it, as always, I pass the question on to you. Love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. What do you think of this news? Are you surprised? Are you not? Like, what is your overall opinion? What is your overall take? What do you think happens with the Celtics? Do you think they'll be all right? Do you think, like, nah, it's just too much going on? They take a step back. I don't think they're going to miss the playoffs or anything, but I could see them taking a real step back. But anyway, however you feel, love to hear your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section below. Quick little shameless plug. Go subscribe to my second channel. Link down in the description below. As it stands, Lakers. I am a diehard Laker fan. I love talking Lakers. I could talk Lakers all day, just like I could talk about all sports all day. And I'm sure many of you watching to this point enjoy my commentary, enjoy these discussions. So go check out the Lakers channel. Even if you're not a Laker fan and you just like hearing me talk about stuff in basketball, go over there and subscribe. I'll link down in the description below. I promise you won't be disappointed. That being said, hit that like button. Helps me out a lot. Lets me know you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, followed by the bell notification. Stay up to date with all things sports. Join this wonderful community and all of our discussions. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you.